baseball fans, Matt Vasgersian here, play-by-play voice of The postseason atmosphere is electric as we welcome you to Game 1 of the League Championship Series on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Clayton Kershaw gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Clayton Kershaw, he just breathes different air than everybody else. The best pitcher in the game of baseball. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter, and a terrific curveball. When you think about the Cy Young Award, he's always in the mix. He's good, he's strong, he's left-handed, and he's quite simply one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Leading off tonight for the White Sox, shortstop, ALCS Escobar.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Striding forward now is the DH, Adam Eaton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Hero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. High pop-up. McCann over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in, wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Nothing in the White Sox half of the first. The Yankees with their first set of swings. Coming up next on MLB Network. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Vero?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And I want to talk about shortstop ALCS Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. They have ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
Now at the plate, Paul Cabrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman, Paul Cabrera.
First pitch on its way. This is foul right side. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. The 1-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't
Batting
outrageous.
second.
Hey, listen,
Center
calling
fielder,
balls and strikes is a really
Peter
tough job.
Orja.
And even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. And so take a look at ball 1.
1-0.
Count. Here it is. Grounded to first. Fielded by Abreu. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third,
And
right
with 2 away,
fielder,
let's check out our playoff
Brandon
bracket as we
Jordan.
give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Next for New York, Brandon Jordan. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Sale has his target. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
This one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Jose Abreu. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jose Abreu.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And that one just missed outside.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Batting fifth, center fielder.
Ready now for the White Sox, Will Myers. Yes, he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a beauty! Save! Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there. In the range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. Swing and a little tap. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Jordan waits on it. Two gone. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Batting 7, second baseman, Joaquin Ibarra.
At the plate, Joaquin Ibarra. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Myers is off at first with two away. And this one's in the dirt. The 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Borges is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now for the Yankees.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Irizarry.
Designated hitter, Darren Irizarry.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ground ball. And that one stayed up a little high.
One ball, one strike.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
Right on the corner. 2-2. wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Henry Romano, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. The 1-0. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike three at the knees, and there are two away.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates of this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Takes the sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby to complete scoreless here on MLB Network. Up next for Chicago, Leonard Iwasa.
Leading off for the White Sox, third baseman, Leonard Iwasa.
Here it comes. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. And he fouls this one off. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Turned on down the line. And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield.
You're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Digging in the switch hitter, Oliver Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Iwasa aboard here at first with nobody out. Kershaw will slide one over to first, and the runner back safely. On a strike. step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back in standing. The runner at first with no outs here. Runner's going. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out there.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Escobar, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pinch.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Borges is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will beat the throw to McCann. Safe at home plate.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
In now is Adam Eaton. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1. Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Oh, this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot to third. Headley's got it. Throw to second for the 4th shot, and the side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 1 and the Yankees 0. Here's Chase Headley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 delivery. Hot shot to third and handled for the first down.
Batting 8, catcher, Ryan McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a ball below the zone.
2-0.
3-0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
1 strike.
Here it is on 3-1. On the ground to the right side. And they flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sale into the windup. Here's the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Ibarra is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Fastball that just misses inside. Abreu is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department
for the
to put
White
up a
Sox,
pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Digging in to try it again, Will Myers. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. Easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the White Sox. And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Striding in, J.D. Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Ball that
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Set. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the White Sox.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here with that ball coming the hole.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now we've got a couple of guys on.
Into the box now, Joaquin Ibarra. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Myers over at second. Martinez is over at first with 1 away. Down the first baseline. This will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Now batting, third baseman, Leonard. He wants it.
Standing in, Leonard Washington. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And this is looked at for the ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Paul Cabrera back to the top of the lineup.
Leading off
They're
the fourth
still
inning.
looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Grounded to short. Escobar fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, center fielder, Peter Borja.
Standing in, Peter Borges. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit out towards second. Ibarra takes it in. Well, the first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home quarter.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Brandon Jordan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's out point.
This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down.
Now
Nice execution by the
designated
batter
hitter,
right there. Keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
snap one over the first. Runner back standing. Standing in now, Darren Irizarry. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Jordan, runner at first with two gone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. One left for the Yankees. They still trail 1-0. So coming to the plate, Oliver Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Oliver Hernandez.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Foul tip, but McCann is able to hold on as they get the swinging strikeout.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts so far.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
In now is Adam Eaton. Grounded up the first baseline. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Henry Romano.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Comes the 1-2 from Sale. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the fifth as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So striding forward now, C.J. Cron looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Wow.
Up next for the Yankees.
And here's that one again with show track. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. Here's Chase Headley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sale gets the sign. Here it comes on 1-0. And a fastball just a bit up.
No strike.
2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And he finally gets this one over for strike one. And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
This is only their second base runner of the game
The
after that
catcher,
earlier hit.
34.
Tough to score when you don't
Brian
have anyone on
McCann.
base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Settling in now, Brian McCann, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 on its way. Strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And will step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily. Headley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit out toward second. it turns out the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Yanks leave one. They're down 1-0. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Left fielder, Justin Upton.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Cabrera fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Abreu is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Now the 2-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Jordan is back near the stands as he hauls it in for the second out.
Center fielder, number 12, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
The 2-0 on the way. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And he's got himself another one. He picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius to start things out in
Leading
their
off for the
6th
Yankees,
as they look to shake
the
things
shortstop,
up here for a lineup
Didi
that, quite frankly, has been
Gregorius.
non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. And they've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1. There's a fastball in off the plate for a ball. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Soft liner towards center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Second baseman.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and he's able to stay in front of that ball for a strong time.
Stepping in now, Paul Cabrera. As he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Martinez on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, center fielder, Peter Borja.
Here's Peter Borja standing in. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
In now, Brandon Jordan. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Gregorius at second. Borges at first. 1 gone. Hey! 1 and 2. Fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2 and 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Looked at, and the count moves full. Darren Irizarry is on deck. First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Next will be the designated hitter, Darren Irizarry, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Neck-high fastball that time.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
On the strike.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball away?
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. That is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Hero. After being down by one, big base hit drives in two.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially where bullpens have been thrown. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Into the box, Henry Romano, as he'll take one up in the zone, but in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Still only one out in the inning. And 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this way.
From the stretch. Cue shot here out towards short. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox 1. Back here in the Bronx. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Here's J.D. Martinez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-1. So 1-1 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
First Pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, you're going to strike out a lot of guys. Your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball.
Up next for the
Ibarra
White Sox,
is the second out in the 7th inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ready for another shot now. Leonard Iwasi. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
The 1-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. He stays alive, still 2-2. Him up. Home is there for it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Our score remains 2-1. Here's C.J. Cron now. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
First baseman, C.J. Cron.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider.
1-0. That's away.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
A little bit of a red flag here for me. 3 straight balls to start the 7th. Maybe tiring a bit.
Here it is, the 3-0. In there for strike 1. It's up to a 3-2 full count.
3 balls. 1 strike.
give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Up and going back. Gone! A solo home run for C.J. Cron. His first homer so far in the series, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. He's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point.
Your attention,
Patricia comes on now,
now
and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
52, James Patricia. Now batting, third baseman,
Chase
Headley.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes the pitch for strike number 2. Able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their balls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Patricia is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. First homer here in the series. The Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. This will wind up being a foul ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Now batting, second baseman, Paul Cabrera.
Standing in now, Paul Cabrera. So take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 3 runs already home here. That's 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Payoff pitch one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. Ibarra comes up with it. And there are 2 away now.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time. And that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Your attention,
Nicholas
please.
takes over
Now
pitching
pitching for
duties,
the
looking to
White
get
Sox.
that final out
Number
now here
8.
in this 7th inning.
Buster Nicholas.
Now in the box, Peter Borges. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Set with the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 5-1. Adam Warren has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Adam Warren.
Oliver Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. It's the outside corner, strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Set. Here it comes. Oh, fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. To his right, Cabrera. So gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. In now is Adam Eaton. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Jordan on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 5-1. So digging in now, Brandon Jordan.
Leading off for the Yankees, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Here it comes on 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2. Misses above the zone for a ball. Garen Irizarry will be next. Set and the payoff pitch. Fouled off. The next 3-2. In the air to straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, a designated hitter. Garen
Plate now is the designated hitter. Garen Irizarry coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball that just misses inside. Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is taken, ball 3. Comes with a fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
up next for the Yankees. Left fielder
Austin Bernier answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 0, Austin Bernier.
Romano will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind an account 2-0.
2 balls and a strike now. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. Runner goes for second. It's Franklin on the ground. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Irizarry is on his way home. He scores as they push the lead to 5 now.
Might have had the hit and run on right there because he was definitely moving a bit. So he's into the cruise home all the way from first after the guy at the plate does his job and gets good one on a pitch for a double.
Stepping in now, C.J. Cron. As he'll take a called strike here on borderline pitch. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
The last at bat, Manny, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-1.
And we'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Romano, the runner at second with one away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Popped him up. There to take it is Escobar. 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Sliding into the box, Chase Headley. Runner in scoring position with Suzanne. Here's the first pitch to him. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is taken in by Upton, and that ends the inning. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network.
Your attention, please.
Comes on from
Now
the pen,
pitching for
hoping
the
to finish
Yankees.
this one off here
Number
in the top
64,
of the ninth.
Jason Freed.
Now batting, Justin Upton.
Leading
No
off for
hits
the
in
White
3
Sox.
tries so far.
Left
He
fielder,
struck out 1.
Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Schreier, a Nevada native. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Stepping into the box, Jose Abreu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Center fielder, number 12.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Will Myers as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. In line for the victory is Clayton Kershaw should the lead hold. Runner at first here, one man out. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Runners on first with one down. Fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye level. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Justin Wilson gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off. In now, J.D. Martinez. The first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
The White Sox down to their last strike. And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Clayton Kershaw, picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
Tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. New York take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Clayton Kershaw earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs, 8 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the White Sox, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. The loss goes to Chris Sale. Time of the ball.